Hello there, it's been a little while since I've made a video and I just wanted to have one that's just a little glimpse of the gameplay. So just a simple video. Thought I'd just jump in and show where the game is. So this is the mission board that's still under development, and you'll be able to pick from different missions and sort of decide which way to go. Sort of changes the state of the world. So we'll jump in here where we've been asked by the Mages Guild to go and locate the Book of the Arcane. So these are kind of just placeholder missions. I've basically just put in place all the sort of foundational tech for the game. So I've got procedural mission generation where it'll generate terrains, but it can be based on the designer's input. So I've said I want this particular kind of castle, which has a bit of randomization in it, but I want, you know, a 3-story castle with the Book of the Arcane located on the top floor. So the designer can specify how it's going to turn out, but you can also randomize like where it's going to be on the island and all the other elements of it pretty much. So I've also got the foundations of my AI system in, and what I'm planning to do next is go in and make more sort of location generators, make more sort of AI states and different characters. So I want to go in and build a sort of a desert town, I think, and sort of bring it to life with animals and characters and stuff. So at the moment I've got these guards. They've just kind of got your basic... Oh, so he has spotted me. Got a bunch of thief placeholder voices and sounds in here because I guess that simulation, thiefy, rich AI, rich sound sort of environment is kind of what I've been basing the whole idea on as the stub of it. So yeah, if they'll detect me based on light, and if I do go and hide in the dark, they'll kind of lose track of me. They'll start searching, they'll look around. They've got pretty basic animations at the moment. They really just have their walking animation. They don't even have a run or an attack or anything. So it's got readables. So it's got a very thiefy basis at the moment, but the next stage is to go and sort of create some original areas and customize players' abilities more and sort of go in and find its own voice more and start developing and fleshing it out. So we're looking for the Book of the Arcane, and the idea as well is this castle is sort of procedurally generated, but at the moment it's very random. It's just got sort of randomized rooms. So I'm also looking forward to going in and going, okay, let's have recipes for each room and hallways and, you know, locked doors and make that more specified. This is all in Unity. Detect other guards or anything on the floor at the moment. Looking forward to bringing the world to life as well with sort of more ecology. I've got some animals and stuff, but they're pretty simple at the moment. Now I'm looking for the book. So the book should be up here somewhere. There we go. And I've got a sound propagation system that I wrote, so sounds travel up stairways and through windows and through doors and stuff. I'm not sure who I'm hearing at the moment. Maybe one of these guys. Lots more work to do, but I've got the basics working. So we can jump down here. We've got to leave the area by boat. So jump in our boat, head on out of here. The idea is you're in a big archipelago and you go choose missions to do, and the more that you work for a certain faction or build certain reputation, it'll unlock different missions. So in this case it's very simple. I've just got the example of if you do that one story mission, it unlocks another specific story mission by ID, which is this one. I've also got a mission here where I was just playing around with building a custom castle and placing it on the land. So I can mix custom handmade content with procedural generation content and combine the two sort of to whatever suits. So in this story, the magicians have read the Book of the Arcane and they want us to go and grab these chrysalis shards from the lizard people. And the idea there, I'm sort of planting the seed there that you might have ethical stance for or against doing certain things. Like I might want to work for the mages because they're offering me magical power or progress in the realm of magic. But I might not want to help them because I'm like, oh, but the lizard people have sort of told me that these chrysalis shards they're like sacred relics of theirs. They use them to worship, or whatever the case may be. And so to go and steal them, you might be wondering like, well, hang on a sec, who do I want to team up with here? So this is another simple sort of generator. The castles were one type, and this is another very simple type, which is these little podiums with a shard on it. And I sort of place these little walls around it as well and flatten the land. So I've sort of been building up a library of different ways to generate things. And at the moment they're quite simple, but yeah, one of the things I'm excited about doing next is I'm sort of just in the phase of sketching out, and I'm going to build out some desert town pieces, and I'll build like a little walled town and have more civilians and people wandering around, and maybe they greet you as you walk past, or they tell you to get stuffed or whatever. So yeah, that's just another simple example of a mission there where you can grab some different things. There's a little rabbit that I think I've given the scare and he's running away. There's these lizard guys. Need to do work on the AIs and some combat stuff and that. So yeah, that's pretty much where it's at the moment. I've just got these 2 demo missions, but I've got a whole lot of other demo missions and stuff I've got hanging around in the background for different purposes. But I've sort of laid all my foundations, so now I'm looking to start building the game proper. Better head off. Feel the need to complete the mission once I've started it. So yeah, you can also build, like I could place totally handmade missions where the entire land and all the objectives have been placed by hand, and the patrol routes or the positions of enemies and stuff have been laid out, or they can be randomized and you can have many islands and different types of islands. One of the main ideas is this mission system is kind of like a mission database, so it's not just linear. The idea is that you can use variables like quest variables, and doing this mission might add your mage reputation +2 or something, and if you do those, then that'll lead down one way, and another faction might not like you because you've aligned with the mages, like maybe the lizard people don't like you, for example. You could do thiefy missions, and if you really like doing thiefy missions, then your reputation with the Thieves Guild goes up, and then that might unlock some advanced thief plotline where they're asking you to do something, or you're trying to be the head of the guild or something. So all the story stuff and that I'm still figuring out, but yeah, looking forward to jumping into the next phase.